CR with some more history, and I just want to mention, I don't know how, but I'm 1,000 times worse at Tekken than I even was at Dead or Alive. But since Yoshimitsu's in at least one game series I'm actually good at, I didn't have too bad of a time. Other than that, it was really interesting to learn about Yoshimitsu, since I was always interested in learning how he was in multiple game series as a mainstay and not just a guest character. So let's dive into some of the knowledge I came across. How he was created. I was sadly unable to find a lot of information on this topic, but I will share what I did learn. Yoshimitsu was created by Seiichi Ishii in 1994 for the first Tekken game. At least from the concept art, they knew what they were going for during the creation process. He was further designed by Aya Takamura, starting with Tekken 3. The reason that he's also in Soul Calibur is due to the fact that the publisher of Tekken, Namco, became Bandai Namco and wanted to flesh out Soul Edge into Soul Calibur, possibly due to Soul Cal focusing more on weapons, with Yoshimitsu being one of two characters who actually wielded weapons in the Tekken series at the time. The only meaning associated with Yoshimitsu's name is that it roughly translates to Light of Happiness, so I'm not going to make that its own section this time. Yoshimitsu's look. Alright, this character's appearance has pretty much changed in every single game he's been in, with some small similarities throughout, so I'm just gonna shut up for this one and show the defaults off. Personality. Despite how absolutely outlandish Yoshimitsu appears, and also the fact that there have been 3 canon Yoshimitsu, he has always been depicted as a benevolent person. During the events of Soul Calibur, his whole clan is killed and he vows revenge, attempting to locate Soul Edge. During his journeys, he sees the bloodshed it brings and abandons his quest for revenge, instead deciding to destroy it. He realizes that he can't destroy it alone and forms a band of chivalrous thieves named the Magito, vowing to also help those in need when he can. Later on, he passes on his name through a duel with his second-in-command after he had been grievously injured and died after this battle. His second-in-command upheld all of his same values, but we really didn't get to see too much of it. The Yoshimitsu from Tekken is a very far-off descendant who again upholds these values and seems akin to a sort of Robin Hood, stealing from those who have gotten their riches through nefarious deeds and giving it back to those in need. Abilities. I'm not going to section these off for each Yoshimitsu, but they share most abilities anyway. He can teleport, fly by spinning his artificial arm quickly with his sword, heal himself by absorbing his enemy's vitality, use poison, has been shown with the ability to clone himself, and can even become invisible. Through his multitude of weapons, he can reflect attacks with the Yoshimitsu blade, increase his power with the Kagekyo, and conceal evil energy with the Fuma blade. With these, he has shown mastery of the weapon of his choice, being a katana. Games he's been in. To start off, he was originally in Tekken for arcade and PS1 in 1994. 1995 and 97 had 2 and 3, both for arcade and PS1. 1999 had Tekken Tag Tournament for arcade, PS2, and eventually PS3. 4 and 5 came out in 2001 and 2004, both for arcade and PS2. 2005 came out with Tekken Dark Resurrection for arcade, PSP, and PSN. 2007 had Tekken 6 for PSP, PS3, and Xbox 360. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 for PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U came out in 2011. Finally, Tekken 7 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC came out in 2015. Soul Calibur 1, 2, 3, and 4, he was an unlockable character. Then he was also in Broken Destiny, Unbreakable Soul, 5, and 6. He has also made guest appearances in Anna Kournikova's Smash Court Tennis and Street Fighter X Tekken. Voice actors. His English voice actors in Soul Calibur are Phil Sheridan, starting in Soul Cal 2, and Mitch Urban from Soul Cal 3 to 6. His Japanese voice actors in Soul Calibur are Oyuki Hirama from 1 to 3. He also voiced Shin Uchiha in Boruto, Fierce Deity Link in Majora's Mask 3D, and Mr. 3 in One Piece. The last Soul Cal VA is Norio Wakamoto from 4 to 6, who is also known to voice Xemnas in the Kingdom Hearts series, Cell in the Dragon Ball series, and M. Bison in Street Fighter. He hasn't had an English VA in the Tekken series, but he has had 2 Japanese VAs. The first being the series creator himself, Katsuhiro Harada, from Tekken 1 to Tag Team. The final VA is Tomokazu Seiki from 4 to 7, also known for voicing Panda in Jujutsu Kaisen, Shinya in Psycho-Pass, and Stinger in One Punch Man. Extra info. Some of Yoshimitsu's hobbies are watching sumo wrestling, digging around on the internet, and, funnily enough, playing video games. Stuff he dislikes include villains, sore losers in video games, Ganryu, Brian Fury, Kunimitsu, and people who harm the innocent. Yoshimitsu has actually never once shown his face throughout both Soul Calibur and Tekken, and if one tries to uncover it when changing his outfits, all they will see is someone wrapped in bandages like a mummy. Apparently, his appearance in the first Tekken game is based on a different Namco character, Taira no Kagekyo, the main character of Genpai Tomaden, which was only released in Japan. He was also one of the first in the series to actually talk, chanting the Heart Sutra in one of his Tekken 3 victory poses. Despite having a katana and outfits inspired by samurai, Yoshimitsu is actually classified as a ninja throughout both series. His stages in Soul Cal are Water Labyrinth in 1, Money Pit Top Tier in 2, Sacred Mount Fuji Lava Bed in 3, Jurukadai Villa Virgin Snow in 4, and Jurukadai Villa Quill Damask and Brocade in Broken Destiny. Yeah, this character has a whole lot of history going on with him, and maybe one day I'll do a new series of videos where I go more in depth to the in-game story of these characters, because Yoshimitsu's and some of the other characters I've done have wild and interesting stories that go with them. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.